a fiscal document, but a social contract between the government and its citizens. One that enables us to build roads, to connect communities, invest in our farmers, equip our schools, uphold the rules of law, improve sanitation, and unlock the potential of tourism and other growth sectors. Thanks to all of you for your continued commitment and partnership as we seize yet another opportunity to work together transparently, responsibly, and ambitiously to prepare the budget that not only speaks to the aspirations of the Liberian people, but one that delivers on the promise of the Rest Agenda. Together, let us begin fiscal year 2026 journey with clarity, commitment, and purpose. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Thailand G. Brunson, Deputy Minister for Budget and Development Planning at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. Next on our agenda is the Honorable Dor Glikia, representative of Neighbor County and of the House Ways, Means and Finance Committee. In fact, he is the chair.
Fiscal year.
Thank you.
National budget.
To our platform guests and every one of you that have come to this occasion, I want to say good morning to all. I know it's a little bit unprecedented to see the legislature being a part of a process that our law says must start with the executive. The law says that the budget must come from the executive to the national legislature, meaning that you must do it and then we be the one to critique. So it looks a little bit strange to people seeing the involvement of the legislature at this time. The same law calls for coordination under Article 3. And we have a little case study of what we're about to do that resulted to the first time for the budget execution to begin at day 1 of the fiscal year. This 2025 budget running, that was our commitment, that was the request from the executive, and that was what the Minister of Finance pleaded with us to do. We did that and we succeeded in passing the budget on time and having an execution starting as of January 1 of this year. So those who might ask the question as to why we are here, we hope that will answer your question. We have come to participate on few issues that we think must be addressed. That when you do that together will lead to early passage of the budget. The executive in time past would take 4 months to prepare the budget, and when it gets to the national legislature, we are expected to pass in 2 weeks. How will you take something for 6 months to prepare and you want me to pass it in 2 weeks? So this is why we have decided to work along with the executive. Just the coordination is what got us here today. Mr. Minister, we hope to address the issue of our budget being a realistic one. We have observed all the time that the challenges in the budget execution has become a problem. We hope that we can strengthen that with more enhancement to our domestic revenue mobilization. We've given you a little trial and we know it's working under your leadership. And we give more support to our domestic revenue mobilization. The issue of reaching $1 billion or plus budget will come to fruition. And when that is done, then we see our budget being realistic, where the reflection of all those things that we say we will do for our people will be achieved. So we have come to be a part of this process that will ensure we get that done. The issue of low budget ceiling for spending entities is a problem too that we all have realized over the years, and we hope our involvement will help to address that. We say this because of just this current budget running is around $880 million. But come to think of it, the recurrent expenditure is around $774 million. You take all of the money, it goes to recurrent expenditure. How then will be realistic in doing that? We hope that we can do this together. We were so happy when the president signed, or when you all signed our performance contract some weeks ago. It speaks to how serious this government is. It speaks to how the legislature or every one of us want to see our country move to $1 billion plus budget, because every one of us got some commitment to see how we get to that. If we cannot, if we have to pass this budget for 2026 with the same figure, the same problems will exist. But if we can have more revenue, if we can be committed and sincere to ourselves as citizens of this country, we should be talking about $1 billion plus budget. Before I take my seat, Mr. Minister, the issue of revenue leakages is something that we have to address. I'm speaking about it because we will all not be in that room to be discussing. But as you have come, we hope through your bosses, the recommendations can be made. That's what the president wants to see. That's what we want to see as well. The issue of revenue leakages in this country, if we cannot address it, we will not be able to reach our goal with $1 billion plus budget. Let's do it together. We gave you the support. The Speaker of the House of Representatives has said it over and over. Honorable Richard Nakwe is something that he has said. He has never made his words to us as a member of the committee that please make sure work along with those responsible to address the issue of revenue leakages and raising more revenue for our country. We hope we do it together. God bless you.
Thank you. You can do better than that. You know, as a news person, my ear was keen and open. And he talked about revenue leakages. I know my colleagues here were going to write the story from that angle. So here's of spending entities, the deputies for administration, controllers, staff from across government, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasing honor to invite to this podium my boss, the Finance and Development Planning Minister, Honorable Augustine P. Gafford.
The Honorable Glikia, representing the chair of our committee at the House, Ways, Means, Finance, and Budget. And I see Honorable Jones here. You are duly recognized. Let me recognize my cabinet colleagues, starting with the arrest. The A in the arrest starts with agriculture, right? So I usually say that he is actually the Dean of Development, Honorable Alexander Nuta, the Honorable Minister of Labor, Honorable Kura, other ministers all. Sorry, I didn't see the Minister of Mines and Energy. Honorable Pay. Oh, okay, Honorable Kane. Is there any other minister here? Okay. And all the deputy, the head of the General Services Agency whose facilities we're using. It was good that I didn't make that mistake because it could give us NTRO in this building. And that all deputies and representing their ministers, deputies for administration, and heads of public corporations, heads of agencies and commissions, deputies for administration, controllers, planners, and technicians here, my Deputy Minister for Budget and the team, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Is that the Controller and Accountant General Republic of Liberia? Okay. Honorable Elwood Nete. It's a good day, and let me say thanks first to the Ways and Means Committee for coming to join us. This is an evidence of coordination. We know everything empties at the legislature, but in the spirit of coordination, it's good for us to be operating in sync so that you know what is happening. We intend to continue on the path we started last year. That is to ensure that the budget is passed before the start of the fiscal year. Last year was an historic feat because it was the first time in a long time that we had the budget being passed before the start of the fiscal year. This year, we intend to meet all the timelines. By law, the budget is to be tabled at the legislature not later than the 31st of October. Honorable Gipia and representing the legislature, I need to tell you that we in the executive intend to meet that deadline. Last year, we even started late, but we practically met the deadline until we had to wait for the big brothers. We waited for almost 2 weeks. Well, we're done. So this year, we intend to meet the deadline again. Last year started with some difficulties. The first quarter, second quarter, in terms of revenue, underperformed projection, but we doubled up, and by the end of the year, we surpassed the projection. The budget ended with a little surplus last year, 2024.